Okay, Michael, you ready?
Yeah. Yeah.
Raegan, you ready?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Let's read Little Raccoon Learns to Share. Now, Michael, do you know what it means to share?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means you give to each other some presents, and sharing to give you each other some flowers and all stuff.
Okay, so sharing stuff. So sharing the things that you have, right?
Yeah.
You give someone something and they give you something else. Exchanging and letting someone play with something that you have.
Yeah.
Right? And not keeping it all to yourself, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's see if Little Raccoon learns how to share.
Let's see.
Oh, first of all, we have different seasons here. Do you know the different seasons, Michael?
Yeah.
What do we got here? Looks like we have a lot of snow. It looks pretty cold. So what season do you think that is?
That is winter.
Winter, okay. And do you know what comes after winter when flowers start to bloom and it gets a little bit warmer? What do you think?
It will be the winter. Summer.
Not summer yet. Summer comes after this season when it's even hotter. But what comes after winter? Not summer, but
Winter is cold.
winter then becomes spring. And then after spring, like you said, is summer when it's nice and hot. And then what?
And then summer.
This is summer, and then it's autumn or fall.
No, there's no sand.
It doesn't have to be sand for summertime, right? Yeah. Although in the summertime, you can go to the beach, which does have sand. But if it's summertime outside, you don't necessarily need to see
Why?
sand.
Why?
Because sand doesn't just appear out of nowhere, right? If it's warm out and it's summertime, that's that. Well, let's find out about Little Raccoon and how she learns how to share.
Yeah.
Little Raccoon's favorite word was mine. She liked to keep her things nice and clean. She wanted them right near her, just in case she needed them. What's more, Little Raccoon liked to be first. That way, she didn't have to take turns. Is it good to take turns?
No. Yeah.
It is, Raegan, right? Because taking turns means that you go for a little bit, and then I can go for a little bit, and it's not just one person staying on it the whole time. It's nice. It's kind of like sharing, right?
Yeah.
That way, she didn't have to take turns, and she would always be sure to get the most. Look, she's picking flowers, and look how many flowers she got. Right? She picked a lot of flowers, and everyone else has only a couple flowers.
But that's too much.
Too much flowers, right?
Right.
Too much for one person. Maybe she should share.
Mommy, here.
One day, Little Raccoon decided to pick berries. When she saw her friends coming, she hid with her basket behind a bush. If they eat my berries, she worried, there might not be enough for me. Okay, so she's worried because she has all these berries. And she sees her friend coming. She's worried that, if they eat all of her berries, there might not be enough for her. But there's a lot of berries, right? Do you think they might eat every single one of her berries and not have any for her? Is that what good friends would do?
No. Why? They always share.
Yeah, good friends should share.
Yeah. Not to keep it by yourself.
Yeah, not to keep it all for yourself, exactly.
Yeah.
Little Raccoon peeked through the bushes. Little Beaver is catching lots of fish, she thought, and everyone is having so much fun. I can't eat all these fish by myself, she heard Little Beaver say.
The raccoon want to play with those guys?
Yeah, these are her friends. I think she wants to play, but again, she's worried that if she comes out and says, hey guys, I picked all these berries, right? She's worried that they might eat them. Okay, so even though she wants to play with them, because it looks like they're having a fun time, she's staying hidden. Now, what do you think is better, Mikey? Having a lot of fun with your friends, or keeping all the berries to yourself? What do you think is better?
Share.
Sharing with them, but also enjoying time with your friends, right?
Yeah. But
Right.
But when you can't keep it by yourself.
Yeah, definitely not. Okay, so again, Beaver says, I can't eat all these fish by myself. Why don't you all come back to my house for a fish fry? Okay, said Little Chipmunk. I'll bring acorn stuffing. I'll bring biscuits and honey, Little Bear called down. And I'll make some applesauce, Little Wolf offered. Little Raccoon wanted to go too, but she didn't want to leave her berries. Because her friends didn't see her, they didn't invite her to join them. Oh no. Little Raccoon walked home. She was glad that her basket was still full of berries, but somehow she was feeling more sad than glad. Now that's interesting, Michael.
What?
Right? She has all the berries. No one ate her berries, but she still feels sad. Why do you think she feels sad?
Because she want to share.
Well, she doesn't want to share, right? And because she didn't share, she kept all the berries for herself. But what were her friends doing?
They're having fun.
They were having fun. Did she have any fun?
No.
No. And they're all talking about hanging out at someone's house later, and they didn't invite her because they didn't know she was there.
No, look.
Right, so even though she has all the berries, right, she's still upset. Because the better thing would be to hang out with your friends and enjoy their company.
She's not sad.
And she looks a little sad. Look at those eyes. Those eyes are full of sadness. Well, let's see how it works out. Little Raccoon told her mother about the party. We could bake some muffins with your berries, suggested Mrs. Raccoon. You could take them to the party and share them with your friends. Little Raccoon wasn't so sure about the sharing part, but she did love to bake.
But she was not sharing.
Well, she's still not 100% sure about sharing, right? She doesn't want to share still.
Why?
She hasn't learned the lesson yet about sharing. Okay? So she's not sure about sharing, but she would like to go to the party. And she did love to bake, so she set aside a bowl of berries to eat later and use the rest in the muffins. Little Raccoon couldn't decide what to do. Finally, she went to the party. Standing on Little Beaver's doorstep, Little Raccoon could hear her friends laughing inside. It sure would be fun to join them, she thought. But then a troubling idea popped into her head. If everyone shares my muffins, she worried, there might not be enough for me. Now, do you think that's going to happen, Mikey? Do you think they're going to take all her muffins and not give her any? Would her friends do that, do you think?
No.
No, they wouldn't take all her muffins. They might have a couple, right? And then there'd be enough for her as well, and that's all part of sharing. Just then, Little Beaver came to the door.
This one's house?
Yeah, this is Beaver's home.
Baby's house?
Little Raccoon, he exclaimed. Come in and join the party. How nice that you brought muffins, he said. Little Beaver took the muffins from her. Little Raccoon didn't know what to do. Look how nervous she looks. She's not sure what to do. Then everyone came to welcome her. Pretty soon, Little Raccoon was having so much fun, she forgot all about her muffins. Little Raccoon shared her tools with Little Bear, who had good ideas about what to build. Later, Little Bear returned the tools, still good as new, and gave Little Raccoon one of the toy boats she built. That day, Little Raccoon discovered that sharing with others wasn't so bad after all. And she found out something else too. When you share with others, they share with you.
Oh.
Now, isn't that better than keeping all of one thing to yourself? Right? Because think about it. She went to the party with her muffins. And she was worried that they would eat all her muffins, and she would have no muffins. So she was worried about sharing her muffins. But then when she got there, she had a muffin, Chipmunk had a muffin, she lent her tools to Little Bear, and Little Bear gave her a boat afterwards. Someone gave her a stuffed animal. Right? So you can see that when you share with people, they share with you too. And then everyone has enough of everything, and everyone has a good time. Right? And that's a great lesson
But this is me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
You're Little Bear?
Yeah.
Should I call you Little Bear?
Yeah.
And Raegan, where are you?
It's this me.
Oh, you're a tiny chipmunk. I agree. You're the cutest little thing. And again, the
This one.
seasons.
This one.
Winter,
This one.
spring.
This one.
That's
Ice.
Bear's place. Winter, spring, summer, fall.
This one. This one.
I don't know who that is.
And
This is Wolf's place.
what's this?
That's the school where they go to. There's Raccoon's place and Beaver's place. That's where they went to the party. Okay. The end.